Wow, what an exciting day. Hey, in the name of our ancestors, peace forever and always, and welcome to a special edition of what we call the Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. I am the gatekeeper or the host of this program, known here on social media. I am known as the mighty one, Angelsnupnup7. I am also your soul brother, number one. It is a Sunday, and I guess I turned the air conditioning on a little bit too early because I'm freezing my butt off. It's supposed to be 90 degrees, and I think they were off. I don't think we're gonna hit 90 degrees. But that's enough of the weather report. I want to make some announcements before we get into our commentary here. The first announcement is our sister Nova Levine has created a brand new website, and the link is in the description box. Her website is called Ancient Creation Myths. Support our sister Nova Levine. Her new website is called Ancient Creation Myths. I really truly feel that you will find everything on that website very interesting. She is embedding very informative videos, also videos from the Reality's Temple on Earth. And also in the description box is the links to her channel, her other blog talk writings. She's more of a writer than she is a video maker. And we would like for you from this platform to support our brilliant sister, Nova Levine, her new website, Ancient Creation Myths, in the description box. Also, second announcement, I want us to support our brother, soul brother Taalik. His link is in the description box. Make sure that you add his video to your favorites. Soul brother Taalik, Eric Bell, in the link in the description box. Also brand new is I've been getting a few requests. Actually, I've been getting requests for years. I've just never done it. As you know, this channel has never been monetized. I don't ask you for a dime. There's no reason for me to ask you for a dime. But there are those of you who appreciate what Angelsnupnup7 brings to this platform called YouTube, social media. And you just want to show that you appreciate and show this ministry some love, because it's not free. It's not free. I have to pay for YouTube. I have to pay for this, you know. So you want to be able to show that you appreciate that I'm able to come here and bring my commentary to you. And so many of you want to donate just to show appreciation. I should not allow you to deny you the ability to do that. So I set something up. It's a website. It's a phone app called Zelly that I use. And you can just register with Zelly and you can make your donation. It's real fast, quick, be done, if that's what you want to do. I thank you. I appreciate it. And it's an honor that you would give me a few minutes of your time, because you don't have to listen to me at all. You don't. Also, it's a brother that told me I should offer custom videos for the same type of a donation. Somebody said, well, I'll donate. Could you make a custom video for me? And so we can do that too. Donate. Let me know that you donated. Tell me the subject that you would like for us to speak upon, and we'll get that job done. If you want me to mention your name, I would do so. If you don't, I would just tell the audience, this video was brought by one of my subscribers, a custom video. This subject they wanted us to expound on. So those are the announcements I wanted to make before we get into our commentary. Support our sister, her new website, Ancient Creation Myths, our sister Noble Levine, our soul brother Taalik. You can donate if you want to now. It's cool. Register with Zelly.com. Also, when you make a donation like that, if you want a custom video on a certain topic, just let me know. Hit me with an email. You can send me a text. Let me know, and we'll get that job done for you. Now, with that said and done, let's talk about the subject that we chosen for today. Of course, I already introduced myself, the mighty one, Angelsnupnup7. And I also have here, due to technical difficulties beyond our control, because I wish the brother could be right here in the box with me, but we have to do things the old-fashioned way. On speakerphone, I have our soul brother Taalik in the house. How you doing there, brother Taalik?
Everything is well is to be expected.
It's all good. We are gathered here today to bring forth a subject that I wanted to talk about, but not so soon. It seems as though your brother and soul brother Taalik, it seems as though we've upset a few persons that call themselves pro-black. And we want to go ahead and fully address this pro-black thing. I call them pro-black YouTube, pro-black identity extremists. That's what I call them. Because that's what they do. They believe they can bully people. They use threats of violence, name calling, bullying tactics to make you try to make people submit and bow down to them. Don't you think that's terrorism, right? Because if you went out on the street and did the same thing, you could be charged with assault. You know, you could be charged with making threats, and you could end up in jail. It's terrorism. But you can come on YouTube and do that, and folks are supposed to, just a blind eye to that type of behavior. Now, see what's hypocritical and what's contradictory is these same people will talk about, I love my people. I love you. I love the black people, and I love you. And you call your people coons and bear winches and toms and every damn thing, nigger, and everything in the book. So it's contradiction, it's confusion. And there's a reason why there's confusion in this pro-blackness, is because it's not pro-black at all. It's in reality, it's pro-white. That's what it is. Because if it was not for white, you wouldn't have black. The racists created race. There was no people with melanated skin. And see, this is another thing. I always said dark-skinned descendants of slaves. Now let's give a simple English lesson. Okay? Dark-skinned descendants of slaves. Dark-skinned would be the adjective, which means it describes. An adjective describes. descendants of slaves would be the noun, describing, the adjective describes the noun. Because in America, you might have other people that claim to be descendants of slaves. I'm not talking about you. There are Caucasian people trying to say, there was white slaves. Well, if there was white slaves, which there was not, they were indentured service according to your own history. But of course, they want to try to flip the script or whatever. We were slaves too. Well, I am not talking about you. I am talking about dark skin, or if it sounds better for you, the melanated, those with color, those other than European, descendants of slaves, born in America, having African or Aboriginal ancestry, or possible other. That's who I'm talking about. Didn't your scholarship, didn't your information, didn't you get the memo of something simple as that? Now here these people are. They are so scholarly. They read all these books, but they cannot understand simplicity. That's very simple. I suggest, and you don't have to, I suggest that the best description for the melanated, the dark-skinned descendants of slaves born in America, as a people, I would suggest, because it has been done before, is to call ourselves soul brothers and sisters. And that's a wonderful label because it actually comes from us and it takes you out of the race trap that you're caught in. Because if it was not for white, if it was not for pro-white, there would be no pro-black. And like King Noble said, that's a fact. That's a fact, Jack. That's a reality. Man, I don't know why my Facebook is tripping. I was just getting ready to give a shout out to my Facebook family, and I've been having problems with Facebook for some reason. It keeps going out. But so we want to come here for a few minutes because there are those of whom they say, I've never been offered an apology for nothing, but they say they came to me with brotherhood and I have betrayed them because for the last few weeks or whatever, actually it's probably been a month, probably been longer than a few weeks, I've really been going hard on black consciousness, this pro-black stuff. And so they feel betrayed. We tried to be your friend. We want to be your friend. What's up there, Brother Micah? You have never, when you're done what you've done, you show me that you're not a friend of mine. And you use the word brother in vain because it's come with strings attached. I call Brother Taalik my brother. There is no strings attached. I don't tell Brother Taalik, well, the only way we can really be brothers is you got to stop eating pork. I'm not saying Brother Taalik eats pork. I'm just giving an example. Brother Taalik, you got to stop messing with them white women. Brother Taalik, you got to stop gambling. There is no strings attached. I don't agree with your white women. I don't agree with your pork. I don't agree with your gambling. Let me say this again. Brother Taalik don't do this stuff. I'm just giving an example, okay? That's my brother. And what I would do as his brother, I'll sit back in the cut and try to, you know, talk him out of messing with the white women, stop all the gambling. It's not so good to eat a lot of pork, things of that nature. But that's my brother. That's my brother. Brother Bakari is in the house. Matter of fact, he's the one that brought us to this subject. And Brother Bakari, I'm putting the, I did send the link to your email. But you can join the stream if you like. I want to give you that opportunity. But I also want to let you know, Brother Bakari, Brother Talib is here, but Brother Talib will not be interacting with you at all because that's not what Brother Talib does. Brother Talib is not a debater. He does not interact that way. He's never been that way. You don't see Brother Talib going back and forth with nobody. And see, this is what I think about debating. I like debating. I enjoy it. It's a wonderful thing if you know how. These people want to debate. I think I got Bakari here now. Let me get him in here. There we go. Okay.
Peace, Brother Taalik.
Yeah, how you doing? How you doing?
I'm great, man. How are you?
All right, all right. But I was just talking about folks always wanting to debate, and they have no experience debating. The only experience they got is what they see on YouTube, and that's not debate. That's not debate. That's not how you to debate. You'll never go to Harvard University and you see them acting in a debate the way these guys do here on YouTube. You'll never see that. It'll be an embarrassment to Harvard or Yale. These people are too emotional. They are too into their belief and get too emotional. What, do I have somebody from Germany? Look like I got somebody from Germany in the chat room. Well, welcome from Germany. I don't know how you say that, but welcome, peace and respect you from Germany. It looks like German or Sweden or something like that. A European country. But I don't mind debating. The so-called debate that I had with Brother Maurice, that was not a debate. That was a confrontation. That's not a debate because you don't do debates like that. I don't mind debates. You learn from debates. And at the end of debates, everybody come out of their neutral corner and they can shake hands. Job well done. But with these guys, it's not job well done. They looking for their pistol. I'm gonna shoot this nigga. I'm gonna meet you at your house and beat you up.
Can I interject?
Oh.
Can I interject?
Yeah, let me say this real quick. See, I actually have experience debating, real experience. I debated in high school. That was part of my class. We debated other schools, and I won my debates. I also learned how to make an argument in court. Done it for over 5 years when I was incarcerated. I went to court, debated the prosecutor, debated the judge, debated all the way to my freedom. So I was able to debate good enough to win my freedom in a court of law. If I acted like these guys do, I wouldn't be talking to you right now. They would be using that emotion against me and I'll still be locked up. You don't debate that way. And you can just go back into the archives of the videos and you can see how emotional these guys. It don't take long for them to start breaking down. Even people like Umar Johnson and Tariq Nasheed, it don't take too long. And I saw Jesse Lee Peterson, the man didn't even raise his voice. He's just asking questions, and they start losing it. It is because your position is weak. It is because you really don't know what the hell you're talking about. You really don't know what you stand on. Jesse Lee Peterson asked these people, you call me a coon. What is a coon? And they don't even know what the hell it is. How embarrassing. Everybody got their own opinion of what a coon's supposed to be. And that's not how it's supposed to be. That's not how it goes. A coon is a coon. Everybody's supposed to have the same definition, but they don't. And guess what? And where did you get it from? You want to call Jesse Lee Peterson a coon, but you got that word from the white man. You got bedwench from the white man, nigger from the white man. All these words from the person, from the races. That's where you got it from, including black. There was no people on this planet calling themselves black or African or Negro or colored until the cracker kicked them in the ass and forced it on them like they forced Toby on Kuta Kinte. So when I see pro-black, I'm seeing pro-Toby. That's what I see. Because you're accepting the definition and the concept that you got from your slave master, and you think that you're doing something different. So I cannot accept that. So the only thing I see, that's you still have a slave mind, as far as I'm concerned. And I have the right to think that way, to see it that way. And your behavior is not pro-black, because you don't like everybody black. They have to fit into some kind of category. They have to fit to your moral standards, whatever that might be. You hate gays. You want to call everybody a gay. You want to call everybody a homosexual, lesbian, or whatever. You don't like this one, you don't like that one, but they all black. You got your preferences. Pro means all. Pro means all. You have to accept it all. If I'm pro goldfish, that means I love all goldfish. If I'm pro giraffe, I like all the giraffes. Your brotherhood comes with strings attached. Your love comes with some type of criteria. And you can take that love and go to hell. Ain't nobody gonna accept that. You looking for some kind of slave, and I'm not gonna be your damn slave. No Negro gonna tell me what to do. And these pro-blacks come on here and they get angry and mad. They make their threats, talk about what they gonna do to somebody. I'll meet you at your house and beat you up. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna do all like that. All this type of stuff, talking all that pro-black stuff. I wanna make a disclaimer real quick before I'm gonna bring my brother Bakari on real quick. There are many brothers and sisters who claim pro-black. They are not like this. I have people who are pro-black who support Angelsnupnup7. They are pro-black. They tell me all the time. They come on my platform and they say black supremacy. I'm pro-black. But they don't act this kind of way. But there's a certain segment of people who do act this way. They quick to call you a coon and a bedwench and a sellout. I'm a sellout. They eating the white man's food. They driving the white man's cars. Everything about them is the white man. They on the white man's job. But I'm a sellout. You ain't doing nothing no different than me. But I'm the sellout. And your behavior puts you into the category of a pro-black, black YouTube extremist. And that's what you are. You're violent, you're nasty, profane, disgusting, you're hate-filled, and you're not nobody's brother and sister. I would hope that you go to Africa and get the hell out. We'll be much, much better off without your happy ass here, polluting the air. Get out, move out, roll out. I don't like you. Part of your brotherhood is I have to accept your nonsense. Like I said, I just gave an example about Brother Taalik. I don't have to accept the nonsense. He's still my brother. And we are in a similar circumstance. But you're too stupid and you're too damn dumb to understand. You got to ignore that kind of thing because you got bigger fish to fry. But you dumb with all your scholarship, all your intellectual crap, all your information. You too damn dumb to understand that you got to have unity. It's unity or death. Selfish bastards. No, I don't like you. I'm glad you get the hell away from me because you're fake. You are fake. Because I'm not going to change myself. I love my Christian brothers and sisters. And I'm still going to tell them Jesus don't exist. God don't exist. Now, if you can't handle that, take your happy ass on. I'm still your brother. We still melanated. We still black in this society. A cracker blow my brains out just as fast as blow your brains out. I'm still with you on that. But I don't have to accept your belief. That's your personal crap. That's your personal thing. When people try to force things on me, yeah, I get upset. So I speak the way that I speak. You got the pro-black flagging my channel. I'm supposed to be happy with that. Then I'm on a video with this guy. He knows he flagged my channel. He knows it. You think he's going to tell you? And before he fell back in love with the other brother, probably was flagging his channel too. Because he's like that. He's a weak guy like that. Oh, did I give a clue? But anyway, I'm gonna pass the mic to Brother Bakar.
Well, one thing you said I can agree with when you talk about debate, right? What Sinetta do, that's not debate, right? So we can go by the Robert rules of debate. And I was part of the coaching team with my son, middle school, where they was the first year they ever had a debate team. I was one of the assistants. They were 10 in the state. The next year, they were state champions on the debate team. So we can go by the Robert rules of debate. And if you want to debate, I don't have to scream and argue and curse to get my point across. You can have 5 minutes to speak. I can have 5 minutes to speak. You can say your cons against pro-black. I'm going to say my pros for pro-black. And then vice versa. I will say my cons against what you say. And you can say your pros for what you say. And then we can let the people in the chat decide. See, I don't have to do all that arguing and screaming and cussing as you're talking about. See, because I know the rules as well. But to sit here and say pro-black people is destroying black folks, you're absolutely wrong. The way I see it is, and this is what I honestly believe, black people that have a problem with a black person being pro-black actually have a problem with themselves. And we like to say, they use the word coon. See, I don't care about Taalik Nasheed, right? Because he's a hustler. You understand? So if we're going to talk about certain people, let's learn to differentiate from certain people. But when you say we use the word coon and bedwench and nigger and black, that came from the racists. Well, actually, we are speaking English. So every word come out of our mouth come from white people because we don't know our original language. So if you're going to get rid of certain words, how about get rid of all of the words? Just don't use something that's going to benefit you. Now, for me, and as far as I'm concerned, right? This is me. I ain't speaking for nobody else. I have gone through the process of calling people coon. I have gone through the process of beating people up because of their religion, Christian, Muslim, and all that. I have gone through all that. I don't do that no more. And when I reached out to you and asked you to come on my platform, I asked you to come on my platform as a brother. As regardless of how we don't agree on certain things, that's okay because our end goal was supposed to be the same. And I don't discuss you. I don't throw no insults toward what you believe when I do my show. I don't do none of that. And I can, and I would have the right to, because you throw insults at me all the time. You don't say my name, but when y'all constantly say pro-black, and the guy who you said, because I won't say his name, right? Because I don't give people that type of respect who can't speak to me. So the guy who constantly called people pro-black niggas, I ain't nobody nigga. And if you want to debate and we can hold a real debate, a real conversation. We can sit there and we can set it up on whoever channel you want it to be on, and it can be done right. Because I have my definition of pro-black. I'm not following anyone else. And when I sit and I talk about it, me and you have had these conversations. There's certain things that my brothers who I do shows with, brother Maurice and brother Guy, but we are man enough to discuss them. We don't agree on everything, but we will discuss it, and we ain't gonna bring our problems to the air. We ain't gonna bring them out on YouTube. I don't want to bring nothing, no problems. The only thing I said, I have a problem with the way they hate on pro-black. And yes, I did say something about dark skin descendant of slave. Other than that, any problem we have or ever discussed will never be discussed right here on this YouTube platform. And the way I see it is, if we're going to do a real debate with the Robert rules of debating, we can do a real debate and get to the problem inside it. Because do we need unity? You're damn right we need unity. We need every brain, and we need everybody. We need every muscle. We need everything we can to build ourselves up. We need every skill, from the truck drivers to the welders. We need every business person, from the store owners to the pressure washers, from the doctors to the window cleaners. We need everything to build ourselves up. So I absolutely agree saying we need unity. But you can do a debate, Robert rules of debating. You can get everything clear out in the open. Nobody taking no more shots. You got your tribe, I got my tribe, they got their tribe, they got their tribe. But at the end of the day, our tribes are smart enough to understand that we are all being oppressed and subjugated here in this country. And we are being beat, and we have been beat down so bad where we are starting to beat ourselves. So after the debate, we learn from one another, then we figure out a way where we can work together. That's my goal. And you already know that is my goal. Figure out a way to work together. And if certain people can't work together that's in those tribes, you still, and I'm saying tribe because that's how we broke down in our honesty. But certain people that can't work together in those tribes, okay, they don't have to work with you. My homeboy Guy don't ever have to say anything to Angelsnupnup and vice versa. We don't have to say anything to your soul brother who you do the show and vice versa. But as long as I know we have something you need and y'all have something that we need, damn, the ones who can talk and communicate and who have sense enough to get past, and I'm going to retract when I said have sense enough. I apologize because I don't want nobody to think I'm trying to throw no shots at nobody. So I'm going to retract that statement, and I'm going to try to rephrase it in a better way because I didn't mean that. But those of us who can look at one another and forget I got beef with this person for this at this one moment, we can work together. And that's the goal. So that would be the goal of the debate. Not to make us hate one another, not to make me constantly do shows putting you down and belittling you, or you doing shows belittling me, or me saying anything about your brother Taalik. I'm gonna say his name because we used to talk all the time about boxing. He's a boxing historian, and I love boxing. So we used to talk all the time about boxing. I don't have no problem with him. But when you come out saying pro-black niggas, I ain't nobody nigga. Nobody nigga. And yes, I am pro-black, pan-African with a revolutionary. Am I against someone because they are not? Nope. But don't be against me because I am. Don't start calling me the pro-black nigga. Them pro-black niggas do this. Them pro-black niggas do that. Them pro-black niggas ain't done nothing. Because like I said, I can sit here and I can show you the young men that I work with, that I go out here and do things with, if as a mentoring program. So instead of saying what they don't do, we can also compare to what we do out here in these streets and who we talk to. I can sit here and show you, and I know people say, well, it's a Black History program, but I can sit here and show you where I started the Black History program in our kids' schools, where the kids were going to, because when it came around to February, everybody was saying that didn't mean nothing. And I told them, since we don't have a curriculum in our school to teach our youth, because everybody ain't going to teach their kids like I teach mine, we're going to have to do something about a Black History program, because people need to know that our ancestors were more than slaves, because my ancestors didn't sprout out the ground as a slave. I can show you where I've done all that. So anybody who want to say them pro-black niggas ain't doing nothing, because I ain't nobody nigga. I'm a strong black man of African descent. I'm a man. So anybody who talking about they ain't doing nothing, tell them to show me what they have done and what they're doing, and we can compare.
Okay. Okay. As you see, I allowed Brother Bakari to speak his piece. I did not interrupt. I didn't say nothing. See, that's how it's supposed to be done. I did not say nothing at all. Let the man speak. I show no emotion. Just let him speak. That's how it's supposed to be done. Simple as that, y'all. But so for you, Brother Bakari, I would assume with what the brother was talking about, what makes you upset is he called pro-black niggas, those pro-black niggas. That's what's upsetting for you. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay.
That's part of it. Yes.
Part of it. Okay. So I took down a little bit of notes here while you were speaking. I'm gonna want to address that. And the first thing I want to address, you say that it's all English that we speak, which is correct. You know, when you talk about coons and bedwenches and blah, 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 that is English. The problem here is you using the words that's derogatory, that's degrading. And you're using it against another person of color that also suffered, come from the same place that you're supposed to come from, slavery. These words, many of them, especially the word nigger, and you say that you're telling me that you're upset with the word nigger, but you hear, but pro-black folks, especially those guys on your platform there, they don't mind calling me a nigger. They call Brother Talib a nigger. They call everybody niggas, everybody, they call themselves nigger. Yeah, but you know, like it's a term of endearment. But these words are derogatory words that the slave master used. And according to history, some of these words was the last words that slave heard before they was murdered. But we run around here and we just lolly, 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 lolly. So I understand where you're coming from when you say that. Now, I made a disclaimer. You wasn't online yet. I made a disclaimer. I don't know if you heard me or not. I'm not talking about everybody, because there are brothers and sisters who claim pro-black and black supremacy. They are on this platform with me. You will see them right in the comment section sometime. I'm pro-black. Black supremacy forever. You know, stuff like that. We don't have no problem. And they don't have no problem with me speaking the way that I do about pro-blackness, because they understand where I'm coming from. I'm not coming from, I'm talking about those who are guilty of these types of behaviors. Calling people all out their name, threatening people. What kind of love, what kind of brotherhood is that? Stealing people's ideas. Brother stole the idea because he didn't want to do it the way it's supposed to be done. And now the man is silent about it. Don't even talk about it no more. Why did you go through all that and now you're doing nothing at all? Don't even talk about it no more. Just to disrupt, mess with, just to mess the groove of somebody else. Then you got the other brother. He's flagging my video, whether you know it or not. He knows he's guilty. And prior to that, I had to block him because I don't mind people talking on my channel. You can say whatever you want to. He called Sister Noble a mammy. He called Brother Talib all out his name. And the reason for this is because when he got into it with the other brother, he apologized to me, but he offered Talib no apology. So I refused to accept his apology because he did not accept, he would not apologize to Talib. Because you insulted both of us. We're on the same platform doing the same thing. So they are supposed to represent the RBG nation. They call themselves trying to represent these disciplines, and they are not good examples of these disciplines. There are brothers and sisters. I know brothers and sisters who rep RBG. Hey, it's all power. I know they pro-black, it's all power. I'm not talking the ones who are guilty, like Tariq Nasheed, he's guilty. And Umar Johnson, these Negroes running around here threatening people, calling people bed wenches and cool. People know who I'm talking about. Angelsnupnup7 don't start trouble. Somebody got beefing with me. Somebody got a problem with me. Ask them, what did I do to them? I didn't do a damn thing to them. They got upset because they're emotional, because they don't want nobody to talk about their beliefs. I don't have to believe in Kemet. I could care less because the first spoon was created in Kemet. I could care less. The first person that took a dump was somebody in Kemet. The first person that took a leak is in Kemet. The first person who farted was in Kemet. I don't give a damn about stuff like that. You argue with the racists about that. Because you really are nothing but a racist wannabe. Because only another racist will want to be interested in who did what first. Because the cracker racist, he'll go, well, the white man did this. And then you'll come back, well, the black man did that. I'm sitting out of the cut because I don't give a damn. I'm in a situation and I want out. How is knowing that the first toilet stool created came from Kemet? How does that help me from getting out of this situation I'm in? It does not. And you waste a lot of time, you waste a lot of energy. Your ideology has a lot of error in it, and you don't want nobody to talk about it because you really want to, just like Christians, just like people in religion, they want to be able to go on social media and have no kind of challenges. They don't want nobody to confront them. They want to be able to brainwash the people to be your slave because that's all these people want. I cannot be myself. I can't think for myself. I got to believe in Kemet. I got to believe in John Henry Clark and Dr. Ben and the scholars. The scholars don't know everything. The scholars don't have to be right. They right to you. They're not right to me. I see error. I see error and flaw. You might see perfection. I don't see perfection. And in the grand scheme of things, where is all this taking you? The only thing I can see pro-blacks accomplish, you sell t-shirts and DVDs and debates. You're not, it's thousands of these people, thousands of pro-blacks, thousands of RBG, thousands of Comedics, thousands of Nation of Islam, can't accomplish a damn thing, can't get nothing together. You're stuck in the damn past. What happened 5,000 years ago, 2,000 years ago? What happened in 1930s? What happened in 1960? You can't even relate to what's going on in 2019, and you damn sure can't relate to something going on in 3019. You can't relate. And you don't want that brought out. You have no creativity. You have no vision. You think small. And you want to get angry at me because that's you. You can't handle the man in the mirror. Every time I talk about something big, they go right back small. Well, let's build a bookstore. Let's do a lemonade stand. Nobody give a damn about that. We are in a race. You accept race. And you way behind. How you gonna catch up? You're not getting any help from P. Diddy. You're not getting any help from Will Smith or Oprah, some of our heavy hitters that really got some wealth. You're not getting any help from them. And the little money you're able to get from the poor and the middle class, you're doing rinky-dink stuff. So you're going to get a rinky-dink result. Small potatoes. Y'all small potatoes. I'm not talking about you, Bakari. I'm talking about in general. I'm speaking in general. You invest, ask anybody who's a stockbroker. You invest small, you're going to get back small. You're not going to hit big. In order in order to hit big, you got to invest big. You got to gamble big. Those people who are gamblers, they go for the gusto because they want the payoff to be big. If you don't want the payoff to be big, you might as well stick with the slot machines. And they laugh. You tell me about the ancestors. The Mississippi campaign. Now, one night, myself and Taalik, we was talking, and we came up with what we know now as the Mississippi campaign. It did not come from me. Oh, the Mississippi campaign is a pipe dream. You ain't heard me none. The ancestors that you talk about, that you represent and love, they are the ones that was doing that. The only thing I'm doing is bringing it up to date because they was unable to do it. You're not making mockery of me. They were already doing it. They were already doing it. They already was calling themselves soul brothers and sisters. I know because I lived it. And Brother Bakari, you old enough, you probably know about it too. Give me 5 on the black hair side. In the hole. Brother, you got soul. Soul train. So here you are. We have somebody like James Brown and Aretha Franklin who have now joined the ancestors, if there's such a place. Because as far as I'm concerned, you're dead, you're dead. But if they are with the ancestors, if there's a place for the dead, he was the godfather of soul. She was the queen of soul. If soul don't mean nothing, what was they the queen? What was Aretha Franklin the queen of? Oh, just the queen of music. Soul was more than about music. What about the food? What about the lifestyle? What about the culture? They call it Ebonics. We had a language that the white man couldn't even understand. It was English. And they didn't know what the hell we're talking about. We created our own language out of the English mess that they gave us. Coming, you want me, they want me to be an Egyptian, some type of ragged ass African or whatever. And I should just ignore who we are, myself. I don't think so. If you want to continue to plagiarize people, that's your business. If you want to continue to try to be something you never was and look foolish because the people that you're trying to be, they don't claim you. Yeah, you got some people, some of those Africans over there that want your money. They'll smile and skin and grin in your face. They don't teach Black history in Africa. They don't teach Black history at all, period. They don't talk about the lost brothers and sisters in America to their children over there. That's why when they come here, they don't give a damn about us. And it don't make no difference about what you look like. And speaking of that, look, if I had the mentality that these guys have, y'all want to talk all that pro-Black stuff, well, let's be pro-Black for real. One of those guys look like an Arab. The only thing you have to do is put one of those Arab hats on top of his head, put him in a picture with Arabs, he'll blend right in. What African do he look like? He don't look like no damn African. Where your melanin at? See, let's do this. Let's be pro-Black for real. Where your melanin at? If you put my melanin in a cup compared to your melanin in a cup, you don't have none compared to me. So as far as I'm concerned, you are biracial. You some kind of mixed Hershey bar cookie. You ain't Black. See, I can play that role. You ain't Black. Them brothers ain't Black. I can play that because I am. I can represent what you're talking about. I am that. My mother was very, very Black, dark. My father was very, very dark. Ain't nothing light-skinned about me at all. Period. But you, talking all that Black stuff, you look brown to me. You half yellow. You ain't Black. Don't stop claiming to be Black. Y'all fake Blacks. Where your Black at? Where your melanin at? Put it in a jar. How much of your melanin would go in the jar? You don't even hardly have none. Maybe that's the reason why y'all act so nasty and disgusting and profane and violent, because you just like your father, because you got the slave master's blood running all through your veins like that. Maybe that's the reason why you're so nasty in your behaviors. because you're just like your slave master, just like the majority of your blood is white. I don't give a damn what that DNA test is. You ain't no damn African. Let's be pro-black for real. If you don't look like me or Sister Rashida Strober, you ain't black. Let's be pro-black. No, you pro-high yellow, you pro-brown, you are not black at all, nowhere close. You want to play pro-black. You want to play semantics. Let's play semantics. I am what you're talking about. My physical appearance is what you're talking about, and you are not that. I look pro-black. You don't. You high yellow. Y'all some brown skin, whatever. You're not black. Let's get technical on this. But so you want to be able to choose who's black, who should be accepted, who should be rejected. You are a slave. You are in no position to tell nobody nothing. You ain't gonna tell me nothing. You can advise me, because that's what I do. I don't tell nobody nothing here. I advise and I suggest. If you don't want to listen, I'm still not mad at you. You my brother, you my sister. I hope that we can work together to get ourselves out of this situation. Fine with me. But these people, you got to be an African. You ain't gonna force me to be something I'm not. Back in the day, I was just like you. I'm an African. But today, when I think for myself and look at the situation, I say no. And no matter, I don't give a damn how mad you get. I don't give a damn what kind of proof you call yourself got. You cannot prove me to be some damn African. If I'm an African, then tell me my grandmama's name. If you know that I'm African, then you know who my grandmama is. Tell me, what's her name? You're not gonna be able to do it. Don't tell me who I am. I'm not telling you who you are. Don't tell me who I am. Well, you saying that we brothers and sisters of soul. I'm saying that we need an identity that all of us can embrace and put all ourselves under to be one people. And soul, you can be Kemetic, you can be Nation of Islam, you can be whatever you want to under the umbrella of soul, just like we was in the 1960s and 1970s. Everybody was brothers and soul brothers and sisters. Nobody didn't ask you if you was gay, if you was a communist, if you was a Christian. When you saw another black man in the street, you say, "What's up, brother? What's up, soul brother?" Or black power. Nobody didn't ask all these old dumbass questions. Who the hell you are? The FBI? Some kind of agents? That's what they seem like to me. They are here to cause confusion and disturbance. They are the ones that represent being an agent. COINTELPRO. They are the ones. They the ones that keep the hatred and the division up. People come to my channel all the time and they say, "I can talk to you because you can embrace us. I'm the real pro-black. You the fake. I'm the real pro-black. If there's going to be a pro-black, I'm the real. I look pro-black because I am black. And I speak pro-black because I accept all our people. I'm not chipping off if you're a crackhead, if you gay, if you're a drug addict, if you're a teacher, if you're a truck driver, whatever. I don't give a damn about all that. All of us deserve freedom, justice, and equality. If this Peckerwood decided to give reparations today, he's not going to ask you, "Well, I can't give, if you gay and lesbian, if you transgender, I can't give you reparations." That ain't how it works. Reparations is for the people. You're not for the people. You're for your particular group. So stop talking about I'm pro-black, I'm looking out for the people. You don't represent the people. You represent your own clique with your own whacked out moral standards, whatever the hell that is. And see, this is another thing. They quick to call somebody gay. And these men that call me gay, first of all, number one, you have no evidence to show that I'm gay at all. No evidence. You ain't never seen me in the bed with no man. They told me they have a picture of me in my drawers with Brother Taalik. Hey, what's up there, Prophet? That's a damn lie. Brother Taalik came to stay with me and we was comfortable. We're not supposed to be dressed up in the house. My drawers is my boxers. You don't have a picture of me in my boxers. Probably wearing pajamas or my cut off jeans or something. But then here these guys are. They at war with each other. Talk about, I'm going to come to New York and kill you. I'm going to come to Nashville and kill you. And your dog too. This is what they had back and forth. But now they all in love. If that ain't gay. How you gonna tell me you gonna kill my mama, kill my dog, and all this stuff back and forth, crazy stuff they had. And the video's still up. You can hear them. But now they are so in love. Oh, my brother, I just love you so much. You are the one that I love. Oh, brother, I'm so sorry those things happened to us. I'm so in love with you too. That sounds gay as hell to me. And then another thing about gay. You are in your bedroom and you making your wife suck your phallus. And you probably going down on her too. That's not sex. And y'all probably licking each other's boo-boo where the doo-doo resides. Y'all like to drink urine and feces. Now, they never comment on my videos when I talk about that because they're guilty of it. Seeking pleasure. What's pleasurable about eating doo-doo? Drinking feces. Drinking urine. But see, they in the bedroom and they guilty of that. That's called sodomy, people. That's not sex. Look it up. Do your research. Get the information. It's called sodomy, people. And this is something that God's supposed to be angry with the homosexuals about. And here you are in your bedroom, y'all doing the same stuff. So you a sodomite. So what makes you different from the homosexual and y'all doing the same thing? How can you view a penis as a lollipop? I don't get that. The only candy I want is a charmed blow pop at the store, made out of sugar and whatever. You got your woman sucking your phallus. How disgusting. Where did you get that behavior from? You got it from your slave master. Don't talk about Africa. And if you got it from Africa, they just as nasty and disgusting as you are. Back in the day, when I was growing up, when somebody said suck my phallus, it was not seeking pleasure. It was a way to degrade somebody. That's why they have women sucking the phallus, because it shows domination. Because if this woman submit to the point where she's gonna put her mouth on something that produces urine and the other nasty stuff that y'all know about, that's a sign of domination. And Taalik Nasheed, I think in his latest video, or he's getting ready to make a video, anal sex was a way that the racists used to break slaves. They'll grab a big, strong slave, throw him down, and the peckerwood will put his penis in his anus to break him. He was not doing it out of love. It's a way to break, show you I'm the dominant male here. They talk about gay. You just as gay, you a sodomite. So what the hell you upset with homosexuals about? You nasty, you just like them. You're doing the same stuff. Angelsnupnup7 asked these people, what did Angelsnupnup7 do to you? Nothing, except I made my commentary about your belief, your ideology. No more, no less. I did not talk about your wife, your dog, your car, your job, nothing like that. You upset because of this real truth coming from this platform that you don't like. Because you know I'm telling the truth and you can't accept it. That's a personal problem. That's your business. But when you come out here, you want to make mockery of people and threaten folks, whatever, and you think they're supposed to sit back and take it, you wrong. Because I'm telling you. And you can call me an FBI agent or whatever the hell you want to call me. If I see you mess up, I will report your happy ass to the authorities, take your pro-black identity terrorist ass to jail. Ain't no shame in the game. Ain't no shame in the game for me. I'll be happy when you're gone because you're a detriment. This type of pro-black. Again, a disclaimer. I'm not talking about all pro-black because see, some pro-black people know exactly what pro-black means. These suckers, these parasites. Don't you know the sucker even had the nerve to get angry and upset because I give people, I can help people. I give people money. How you gonna get upset about a person giving money away? What do they do? What can they take from you? Give me. You never see these pro-black folks give nobody nothing. Jealous because I was helping Craig with a studio. Jealous because I helped so-and-so, whatever, blah, blah. Angelsnupnup7 paying nobody off. I don't have to pay nobody off. I don't mention it no more. I gift people. I even gave money away last year or the year before last. I gave $3,000 away. I never asked them people to do nothing for me because I could afford it and I wanted to do it. I bought a brother. A brother was just talking to me on the phone one time. And he had just moved in an apartment. He didn't have a bed. And I bought the brother a bed. He didn't ask me to do it. The brother was just talking. And I could afford to get him a bed. I said, brother, I'm gonna send you some money. He said, for what? So you can get a bed. And I bought him a bed. He didn't have to do nothing for me. That's how I am. You the one selfish. You the one greedy. Money don't mean a damn thing to me. The smile on that brother's face, and when people show me they really appreciate what I do, that's what makes me happy. I'm not looking for slaves. I'm not looking for people to follow me. I'm not looking to be no leader. I was born to be a leader and lead the people to what? To a t-shirt store and make some t-shirts? That's the best you can do? A DVD? That's the best you can do? This is all you're going to do for the people? March on Washington, Million Man March. They happy and proud of it. For what? What did it produce? Not a damn thing. I don't attack people. People attack me because I ain't did a damn thing to these folks. They emotional. These are grown-ass men, and they get emotional because that truth and that fire come from this ministry that they can't handle because they know it's true. You can't teach me a damn thing. I know what you know. I've been there and done that. Myself and Taalik, we was doing pro-black stuff, and some of y'all was chasing white women, and some of y'all still had Similac on your mouth. Your mama wouldn't even breastfeed you. And we was doing pro-blackness while you were still taking a dump in your diaper. You think you impress me by what you say. The scholars and the information. I'm supposed to be impressed. Been doing this almost all my life. At least 35 years. What the hell you gonna teach me? I already know that stuff. I know about Kemet. I know about the Hebrew Israelites, the Moors, and all that. I already have. What? So I've been in it for 35 years. What has it done in 35 years? Not a damn thing. Still doing the same thing. Talking big words and pretty speeches. That's all it's been able to accomplish in 35 years. And you get angry because I'm the man in the mirror. And you don't want to make a change. Because you think you all right just the way that you are. A big, pathetic, pro-black ass loser. Marcus Garvey was a loser. Malcolm X was a loser. Elijah Muhammad was a loser. Our people was losers. They died slaves. They did not win. They tried. They did not win. You are in a position to win. but you don't want to win because you're trying to be like them. You want to be like dead people. And you want to get angry at Angelsnupnup7 because I'm trying to get you to be alive. When you are alive, people have no choice but to pay attention to you. They don't even pay attention to all this pro-black stuff. It's thousands of these people. Ain't nobody, our people not even really paying no attention to them. It's thousands of them. Because they are the walking dead. Think small, do small. Violent, nasty, disgusting. Can't even have a decent conversation. Start cussing you out. You a coon, you a nigga. And all this other kind of crazy stuff. And then you have people, like when that brother did that to me, took the idea of this platform and took it for himself. The brothers knew the man did wrong and would not correct him. So you was not being his brother because you should have corrected that man. And it went all to his head and he kept going in wrong. And it's your fault because you should have corrected your brother, but you didn't. But you said it behind his back. Oh, but you didn't get on his case. You let him keep flying in that direction. I love you. We still brothers. Angel will get over it. He'll get over it. I thought I was your brother too. What about my feelings? What about me? You pick and choose. Because that man is more like you. He's teaching all that pro-black and the African. He's more like you. The hell with Angelsnupnup7. Angelsnupnup7 talk about dark skins and soul people and so the hell with that. Take his idea though. You can run with that. Take it from the platform, screw it up, confuse the people. Yeah, that's all right. And when your brother do wrong, you still don't correct him. Just sit back in the cut and let him just keep going that way. And just keep going that way. That's not brother. When you see your brother going in fault, in error, you're supposed to be civil about it, but you got to be correct. But you didn't. Let him get stronger and stronger in his wrong. There's nothing that nobody can say that what was done was right, because it was not right. It's not right. I would never do that to nobody. If I did, I'll change the whole thing. I damn sure wouldn't call it what they calling it, and make sure I tell people I was influenced by so and so. Because there are things that I would take from the Nation of Islam. There are things I would take from the Nation of Gods and Earth, the Moorish Science Temple, and I would give them their credit for it. I wouldn't have no problem with that. I don't steal ideas from nobody. I give people their credit when they give it to them. I quote from the Quran. I said this, Minister Farrakhan always said this. I got this from John Henry Clark or whatever. I give people their credit. There's no reason for me to steal somebody's words or wisdom. There's no need for me to do that. And we let our people go astray. I don't have to be your brother and change who I am. If you're a Christian, then you can't handle me talking about, because see, another thing, you did not create pro-blackness. You did not create Christianity. You did not create the Moorish Science Temple. You just a believer. Somebody sold you that stuff and you run with it. You didn't even create it. So I have the right to talk about it. It's not your property. It's not your idea. Because tomorrow you might not even believe in it no more. Tomorrow, some of these suckers might be married to a white woman tomorrow. Oh man, I was tripping back in the day, when I was talking all that pro-black stuff, Becky showed fine. Changed just that quick. Because it didn't belong to you anyway. It was just something that somebody sold you and you bought it. You can talk about the Reality's Temple all you want to. I don't get upset because somebody make a Reality's Temple video. But what's so messed up about it is you're just trying to degrade and make mockery. You're not trying to really bring no real information. It's just a whole 3-hour video of just degradation, trying to make mockery, nonsense. but I'm supposed to debate this. Really. And you know, it's another thing. It's so amazing that people that's supposed to have so much intelligence, so much scholarship, but they can't understand simple stuff. But again, Brother Bakari, like I told you, between you and I, and the way that you're coming to me, I can embrace that. I can accept that. But those other guys, whatever, the way their mentality, they made the video. I didn't even watch the video. Watched a few seconds or whatever, because I know it's gonna be nonsense. It's probably number 6, and I don't even respond to it because it don't mean it's nonsense. Now, if it really was some scholarship, if it really was making some points, cause I could be in error. I could be mistaken. So I'm listening. Maybe I made a mistake. Maybe I'm in error. No, this is nothing but 3 hours of nonsense. Don't even respond. There's nothing to respond to. But the way that you approach me today, Brother Bakari, I can work with that. But we're not talking about you. Also, these niggas, pro-black niggas, they use the word themselves. And they call people niggas. So why can't you call them a damn nigga? You need to get on their case and tell them, hey, y'all need to stop calling people these names or whatever, because I'm not a nigga. I'm not a bed wench. I'm not a coon. Stop calling the people that you claim that you love these damn horrific names. But they're not going to do that because they think that makes them feel tough. That makes them feel bad. But when that Peckerwood come in with the FBI, with that damn battering ram and knock their door in, you'll find out how tough they really are. I hear you. See, I don't have to put on this show like I'm tough. And I'm not going to tell you I'm a badass and I'm tough. But see, the Holy Quran says this. Don't think that you're going to believe and not be tried. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. But you're going to be tried. We'll see how tough you are when the FBI throw them damn tear gas canisters in your house. And your damn cat be crying. We'll see how tough you are. You can get all big and bad, talking about you're going to come to my house and beat me up and all these threats to folks. But when that Peckerwood comes for you, we'll see how tough you really are. And you're going to go there by yourself and all your buddies and all these faceless people you think love you. You're going to go to jail by yourself. These suckers won't even put Mormon noodles on your commissary. Ask Natural Tahuti. I don't know if you're familiar with Natural Tahuti, but he was a big YouTuber on the Sonetta TV channel. And the last letter that I got from Natural Tahuti, because he was cool with me, out of all those guys on the House of Consciousness platform, he was the only one I could communicate with, and he was cool with me. So I had to, when he got locked up, I had to show that brother love. I put money on his books, and I wrote him everything. I haven't heard from him. He stopped writing. I don't know why. But the first letter he wrote me, he told me, man, all them people from YouTube, that social media, they abandoned me. They don't give him nothing. Sonetta sent him $200, and that was the end. See, you think these people love you. They admire you. Go to jail, and you'll see, out of sight, out of mind. They can't listen to your pretty talk and all your huffing and puffing because you're nothing. See, these guys think that most of these people are really revolutionaries. These people are nothing but, even myself, they view me as entertainment. Even though I'm serious as a heart attack, they still view me as entertainment. And that's how they view you. They love Minister Farrakhan because they really don't have to do nothing. Basically, sell some bean pies, open up a business. They're not doing nothing revolutionary. It's just like going to church. Now, if Minister Farrakhan, because of who he is, if he go to jail, yeah, they'll support him. But they're not going to support you. They don't give a damn about you. You let the YouTube views and stuff go to your head. Like these people really give a damn about you. But when they put you behind bars, that's the real test. We'll see if your people behind you. I'm going to tell you, and we'll find out what they really about. I don't have no problem being with my brothers in the struggle. But you're not going to bully me, and you're not going to make me be something that I'm not for your damn friendship. I am who I am. If you can't handle it, then tough cookies. I'm sorry. I don't care. I don't care about your Kemet. I don't care about your Hebrew. I don't care about your Moorish beliefs, your Christianity. That's not my thing. Been there, done that. Not interested. I'm only interested in freedom, justice, and equality. This platform has nothing to do with religion at all, or spirituality, or no beliefs. We are about knowing. Because if you know, there's no need to believe. So I have nothing, and I know my brother Taalik, we really don't have nothing against Brother Bakari or nobody. But like they say in the streets, niggas be tripping. Niggas be tripping. I'm not going to sit around here and let you abuse me. We don't have to take this abuse. I don't need your friendship like that. Plus, your brotherhood is fake. It comes with strings attached. Take your happy ass on. I'm not bowing down to you. I only got one slave master, and that's the white man. Oh, he said the white man. You damn right. And that's the reality of it. Until you get from up under him, he's still your master. You still under his domination. He's still under your control. You on YouTube with a plastic bottle drinking water. The white man made that. You didn't make the plastic bottle with water in it. So the white man still, he feeds you. You selling t-shirts. The white man is the one that provides the cloth, the ink, and everything that you do to make your damn t-shirt. You're gonna have your pro-black ass when it's all said and done, rolling down a damn ditch. And that damn red, black, and green shirt that you just made, they're gonna use that to put it around your eyes and put a bullet in your brain. And you can scream black power as you roll down in the damn dirt. That's what you're asking for, silly ass people.
Oh, Brother Taalik.
Yeah.
I like to say something before we eventually close this out.
Yeah, roll out. Roll.
You know, I just want to say this here. As far as somebody using the N-word, you know, if the shoe fit, wear it. That's all I'm going to say about that. If the shoe fit, then wear it. If it don't fit, then why even concern oneself with it? And right. I'm just speaking in general.
Yes.
In this category at this point, you know. But my thing is this. Like I've said before in my latest videos, I don't care how people kind of act, what I say. It's not going to stop me from saying what I'm saying from this platform. And it's just that simple. Now, like you said before, being you from this platform, we're not with the frivolous debates.
Yeah.
I've made it publicly known before numerous times that I don't get into debates.
Right.
So why even expect me to go to that level? You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's just like telling a basketball player, well, play baseball, but they play basketball. You see? So, I mean, it's like, you know, I try to be respectful by staying in my lane, but when somebody comes to me and try to get me out of my lane, then that's a problem. So it's all about, at this point, you know, establishing a mutual understanding. If you don't want to be treated in a respectful and sort of manner, then feel likewise about the next person. You see what I'm saying? And that's what this is all about. Because like I said before, in my other latest video that you really don't know who you be talking to on the social media platform other than what people tell you. You know, you really don't know who you're talking to. You know, and just to be underestimative and then talking reckless and don't know who you're really speaking to, that individual could be at your door unexpectedly. Like I said before in the other video I made just a day ago, then you put yourself in the position of involving not only you, but even your family in an unnecessary situation that didn't have to be. All because somebody spoke reckless on social media. And this is why I don't get caught up. I don't get caught up with, not just with YouTube, but I don't get caught up with Facebook or Instagram or none of that. Because I know how Negroes are. Whether they call themselves pro-black conscious, street-type Negroes, what have you, religious or whatever. But a lot of them talk reckless on social media. And we know, especially in the most recent times on social media, many people went to prison or died behind having disrespectful issue and conflicts over social media. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like I said before, you know, I care at least enough about the little freedom that I got as a dark-skinned descendant of a slave born in America, not to want to get caught up in that. It's not because I'm a punk. It's not because I'm a coward. But I know that I'm more useful out here as far as pushing the message to help wake up my people than I am sitting behind the walls of the penitentiary.
Right.
Cell, rotting away. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, what's going to make the most sense out of this? You know? And then my thing is this, is that, like I said before, and I'm going to address it again, there's a lot of pro-black conscious niggas. If the shoe fit, then wear it. If it don't fit, then don't worry about it. That sell dope, and I know that for a fact.
Yeah, I know it too.
Okay? So like I said before, it is what it is, and I'm not going to sit up here and sugarcoat nothing when I speak. And I know a lot of people feel like I come off too serious, but that's, you know what? It's not my job to facilitate in terms of babying them on how they feel about how I come off. Because like I said before in another video, liberation is not about fun and games.
Yeah.
Liberation is very serious. And if you don't really take liberation serious, then, hey, I don't want to have nothing to do with you anyway like that. And that's just my take on it for now. So, brother, I'll pass the mic back to you.
Right, and I'm going to pass it on to Brother Bakari.
Ooh, man, that was almost an hour, but I'm good. Okay, so I took notes like you did. And one thing you said was, you don't care what the DNA test say. You ain't no raggedy ass African. Sound like you're against education. That's science. And that's something our people need is education. I'm African and I'm proud of it, and ain't nothing ragged about me. I know where my ancestors come from. Sound like you was against business, and I ain't talking about hustling. Black people putting their money together, doing business together. You said we had our own language and it came from English. Those was English words we were using, Ebonics. But I'm going to pull up somewhere linguists said the reason they couldn't understand what we were saying, because we had over 100 West African words in our vernacular, in our dialect, and it has been proven. So saying Ebonics in the way we spoke was just not necessarily English. It was something that even in the way we word some of our sentences came from our people, our ancestors from Africa. you say you can compare melanin, because I ain't dark as you. So
No.
you can put, yeah, you the only person black, but everybody on earth got melanin. Everybody. So if they got to be your skin color to be black, so two people your skin color make an albino, that means your child won't be black. Because they ain't your skin color. But you and your wife, that skin color, they just came out albino. They came out a little bit lighter. Black is the creator of colors. So when you say brown, in essence, you're calling me black because brown is a shade of black. Now, you don't ever have to call yourself black. You don't ever have to call yourself African, but to sit here and be disrespectful, that's absolutely absolutely rude. A nasty, raggedy African. What if I say a big dummy that called themselves a dark-skinned descendant of a slave born in America? See how that works? It can be disrespectful both ways. It can be disrespectful both ways. But you want to be respected, then you want to say you ain't talking about me. But to talk about stuff that I talk about, and I live my life around this. And when somebody, if the shoe fit, wear it. When I say them pro-black conscious niggas. So what are you? Because I tell anybody, and I don't care who it is, if you use the word, you are it. See, I don't call nobody that because I'm not that. So when you're using the word, trying to differentiate yourself from other people that look like you, black people, African, dark-skinned, descendants of slave, whatever the hell you want to call them, you trying to make like you are better than them. Because them folks done told you, don't be this. Don't be like them. Be better than them. So I'm going to talk negative about them and say they are that. And then say if the shoe fit, wear it. If it don't fit, you can't wear it. Well, the way I see it is if you use the word, it fits you, that's what you are. Because I don't use it. So me and my brothers who be on the platform with me, we have had this discussion several times. I did a whole show about it. Why we shouldn't use the word. But since y'all won't talk to them and I'm here, that means I'm going to be a representative. I'm not going to agree if they did something negative. But I ain't going to just let nobody we can't just belittle one another because those are the ones who stand with me. Like I said, I'm not against nobody. And when people, I take that back because I'm for my people. I'm for black African blood people. You never got to call yourself African, but I ain't gonna never, ever disrespect where my ancestors come from and what we've been through. And I absolutely believe my DNA test. And I absolutely follow it because I believe in education. And when you tell someone you look light-skinned, look at you. Can't nobody control. That's even more of an insult. Can't nobody control what happened to them during slavery. My ancestor was beaten and raped. So that means I should want to claim the people that did this to me. See, I'm not a slave. You said you're a slave. I'm not anyone's slave. I believe in unity. I believe in black people putting their money together and creating business and creating opportunities for themselves and creating opportunities for their offsprings, their children, their grandchildren, their great-grandchildren. When my body is dead and gone, when my flesh is no longer here, hopefully I have built something that can last. And when they say, what have the pro-blacks done since Marcus Garvey? Marcus Garvey was a failure, not true. What have they done since then? See, I'm gonna just mention somebody I walked with. Then I walked with my mama after my dad had died, 1975. So when we talk about people that's pro-black, I'm gonna say this one thing, then I want somebody to tell me what the dark-skinned descendants of slaves have done. 1975 sued the state of Mississippi for education equality. So black people can go to a black college and get a black education and force the state of Mississippi to give the HBCUs the money that they were supposed to have. He died 1986. But I walked with him. I walked with his wife, my mama, the rest of the way till I left and went to the military. In 1996, he won a case. Those HBCUs split $503 million. That was the first split. Total, they end up with over $200 million apiece because of something that a pro-black stood up and did. So yes, when you talk that noise and when y'all talk that about what pro-blacks have done and they don't do nothing, and you say you ain't trying to insult, yeah, but you do throw your little subliminal insults all the time. You throw your insults. And I will say once again, we can do a real debate. The Robert rules of debating. No arguing, no cursing, just like I haven't argued and curse you now. I debated Guy and Maurice on my show about the use of the N-word and why we shouldn't use it and why we shouldn't call one another the N-word. We didn't agree, and that's okay. And I still stand with them. It's going to be a lot of stuff we don't agree on. It's going to be a lot of stuff that me and you won't agree on. But I ain't coming back after I'm on your platform doing those shows talking about how crazy people is that call themselves the dark-skinned descendants of slaves, and what have they done? They just sitting around on their ass doing nothing but talking. Because you don't differentiate, you'll say all the pro-black folks. You might not use the word all, but you constantly say how pro-black people should be out of the black neighborhood, how should be out the black community because they bring it down. How can someone who's trying to get people to understand why we should do business together and why we should create business together and why we should figure out a way to protect ourselves, stop always running to them, figure out some type of protection for ourselves, keep these foreigners out of our neighborhoods and our communities, taking all our money, who don't show you no respect, who beat your women and who disrespect you? How is a person that want to see us do better, who say we should keep our own streets clean, stop sitting around begging people to come to your neighborhood and clean your streets? How is that person bringing down the neighborhood? How is the person who say, ain't nobody, my woman, my children, ain't gonna hear me sit here and complain about no damn white supremacy, because I'm a grown black man, and how can I look my woman and my children in the face and talk about what somebody's stopping me from doing when all we got to do is get together and do it? How is that person bringing down the community? But for somebody who don't believe in race, they like to call people racist. So now I'm gonna give you a little history on racist. Racist had nothing to do with a person of color, or where a person come from. And if you look at just the Americas alone in the islands, you speak English, French, Spanish, Brazil, they speak Portuguese. Then you have Dutch islands. Those 5 countries, they were going to race to the so-called New World to fix the New World. So they were called racist because they were racing to the New World to fix the New World. And once again, saying somebody a racist wannabe and calling people racist, you can go back and as many times you have talked to me, because I'm talking about me. I ain't talking about nobody else. How many times have you heard me call someone a racist? Because I don't. And if I use the word racist, for me, if I use it, I would say racist don't mean hate. Racist mean I'm race first, and I love my people more than I love anybody else, the same way everybody else do. So when I build when I'm building, the first people I'm building for is me, my family, and then my people. It worked from the inside out. I don't have to hate nobody to love my people, to be race first, to be black first, to be African first. I don't have to hate nobody for that. And once again, I'm like you. I have Christians, Muslims, a couple of Israelites that I'm cool with, a couple of that I'm cool with. It doesn't make a difference to me about anyone religious beliefs. Nation of Islam, Nation of God of Earth, more. It doesn't make a difference. It doesn't make a difference about someone's belief. That's their belief. Long as they don't try to give it to me. And I don't try to give them how I live. Because see, the stuff I talk about, I do my best to live this life 100%. So I'm not concerned about how somebody believes and how they live and what they gonna do in their religion. I'm concerned about what we gonna do when we come together and how we gonna fix our people. That's what I'm concerned about. That's my biggest concern. I ain't concerned about nothing else. And if we can't stay on the course of how we gonna fix ourselves, make something better for our children, our grandchildren, our great-grandchildren, when we long gone, if we can't stay on that course and talk about that and do that, what's the purpose of talking? We're constantly insulting and insulting and insulting. You can only push people so far before people decide they're going to push back. And like I said, since you don't talk to the people that's on the panel with me, I don't talk to the people on the panel with you. I guess you speaking for them, and I'll speak for the people that's on the panel with me. And I can talk about what we agree on air and what we disagree on air. But we have more agreements than disagreements. But anything I've ever discussed with anybody off air, if it wasn't meant to come on YouTube, it would never come to YouTube because I don't get down like that. That's not how I get down. But yes, those two brothers would still be doing a show with me. And it's that simple. Do that mean I hate Angelsnupnup7? No, that's not what that means. And I think me and Angelsnupnup7 have talked enough for him to understand that. I don't hate, don't have no reason to hate him because we have different beliefs in different ways we see things. My biggest goal and my main objective is the end game. Do we have the same end game? And I don't care who idea it is. I have ideas. I've seen some of my ideas used. Shit, I've seen my ideas used here where it's this black guy running for damn mayor of the little city I live in Powder Spring, and he get me to go out and help him get elected, talking to people for him. And I had an idea of what we was going to use and how we was going to fix stuff for black people. But then as soon as he got voted in, he don't answer his phone no more. And as soon as he got voted in, the ideas that I gave him, oh, I got to use that for everybody. I can't just put you up there. But then the ideas I gave him, it was black people in businesses downtown in this little city I live in. And when he came in, raised the rent on them, and some people had to leave. And then as soon as he left, come back and say, if you're a resident of this city and want this building, you can have 2 years rent free. Lo and behold, the same person that I helped that claimed he was with all these ideas, pushed them black businesses out, and then white businesses ended up being in there. So I've been used, I've been tricked, and guess what? I still ain't mad with him. I don't have to be. I was, but I don't have to be mad with him. I just know I won't go that route no more trying to deal with him with nothing. But like I said, if our end game is the same, or Robert rules of debate, that's not the arguing and cursing. You say you was on the debate team, so you know, excuse me. So you know what I'm talking about when I say the Robert rules of debating. And we can learn from the Robert rules of debate. And actually, that's what a debate is kind of for. It's for you to learn. Mm-hmm. It's not to create division. It's not to create hatred because you're Hebrew and I'm Kemetic, or you are not, or you have no spirituality, nothing, and I do. It's not for me to show you that my spirituality is way better than what you're doing. And if you don't follow me, Angelsnupnup7, you ain't nothing. That's not what a debate is for. The debate is for us to learn from one another. Then use what we have learned to build ourselves up. And that's my whole goal.
Okay.
So, look, my daughter, I'm supposed to be taking my daughter to the store, and she coming up here now. Dad, you still doing that show? So I have to go take her to the store. But I thank you for letting me come on, Angelsnupnup, and I hope we got to the, maybe toward the end, not got to the end. I hope we got some type of an understanding.
Yes,
and
sir.
I don't think you're against me. And hopefully, I'm just not against you. I know how you and my comrades feel about one another. Just like you won't talk to them, they ain't gonna talk to you just the same way, just like with your comrades and me. So we'll just have to be, when it comes to us talking, we'll just have to be the representation of our teams then.
That's fine.
But if you ever want to do a real debate where we can learn a Robert rules of debating, I'll be more than happy to do a Robert rules of debating, and we can set the rules. No cussing, no none of that.
Right.
No calling nobody out their name, none of that. Just to the information, and we can come with a plan of what we can do. That's the purpose of the debate.
Right.
But I'm gonna listen to your show when I get in the car.
Yes, sir. That's possible. Yes, sir.
And that's what I'm talking about when I say a debate. I ain't trying to go at nobody's throat. For what?
Mm-hmm.
We always on TV going at each other's throat. Or YouTube. Shit,
Right.
Look at World Star Hip Hop. They got famous showing black people beat each other all the time. Go down neighborhoods, look at all the drive-bys. Look how we set up shit. Just listen to some of the religious people on the corner, the Hebrew Israelites, how they talk about one another, how they talk about black women.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to do that. It has gotten old. We ain't gonna get nowhere with that.
No.
Can't even build anything with that.
No.
Not one store. Not nothing. But we gonna have this book, and that book told us we the chosen people. Okay, let me get off of here, man. I'm gonna sign off. With if anybody who was listening, if y'all liked anything that I said, my channel is Brother Bakari. You can go subscribe. Go listen to a few videos first. But all right.
Yes, sir.
Angelsnupnup.
Thank you for joining me, brother.
No, I thank you for letting me come on.
You are.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that was Brother Bakari.
Brother Taalik. I just want to say this before you close out, that I'm going to keep passionately speaking the way I speak.
Mm-hmm.
Just like anybody else speak the way that they passionately speak.
Right.
And regardless of what they feel, what they say, that's not my problem. Okay?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to continue on speaking the way that I speak. And if I offend anybody, well, I mean, this is social media. Okay.
Can I say this? Can I say this to you real quick, Brother Taalik?
If I offend anybody,
mm-hmm.
I'm gonna let you speak. If I offend anybody, oh well, this is social media. Because, in fact, when I said, if the shoe don't fit, then why get offended or worry about it? But because, and I feel like an individual was taking shots at me when I said that if the shoe don't fit, then don't wear it. But obviously, the individual was still offended.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? See, that shows that the individual was still offended.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you said that if I call pro-blacks niggas, then that's what I'm calling myself. No. Nope. That's what I'm not calling myself. All I'm speaking on is what I know or feel is the truth. You see what I'm saying? That don't got nothing to do with me personally addressing myself in that tone. You see, so like I said before, this is why I don't deal with a whole lot of folks in so-called black social media. Because of this. You see what I'm saying? It's too much confusion.
Yeah.
This is what pro-black has caused. Pro-black consciousness has caused so much confusion. If you take that out of there and see what we were when we were only Christians under the slave-like bondage, it was a whole lot different. We didn't have all this confusion.
Sure didn't.
So now, this is where it has come to. So, therefore, hey, as far as I'm concerned, I don't never have to speak to that individual ever again. Nor nobody, of course, on this platform. You know what I'm saying? We ain't never got to say a word to each other. We ain't got to call each other out. We ain't got to say nothing disrespectful about each other in any form or fashion. And I'd rather keep it that way. You know what I'm saying? You know, and you know, I heard also some say it is when I use the N-word. How many times, ask that individual, how many times off air do he use the N-word? I'm just saying. You can sit up and say you don't never use the N-word, but I mean, everybody got their own truth. You see what I'm saying? So, as far as I'm concerned about that, you know, if the shoe, like I said before, if the shoe don't fit, then don't worry about it. If it personally, if it don't fit, then don't let it personally offend you. And that's all I'm gonna say for that.
Well, see, this is also the thing, and we're gonna close it out.
Yeah.
This is the thing. I'm gonna make a comment and close this one out. Okay, this brother is offended by somebody saying pro-black niggas because he's not a nigga or whatever. Okay. Brother Talib is not the problem. You wanna, because see, pro-black niggas is a reality, okay? Because you have pro-black niggas that do sell drugs, that do pimp women. You got pro-black niggas that call themselves niggas. So if a pro-black can call himself a nigga, why you got a problem? Your problem is not with Brother Talib. Your problem is with your own who use the damn word, call themselves nigga, and call other people niggas. That's your problem. Handle your business at home. Talib don't have nothing to do with that. When they stop selling drugs, when they stop calling people coon, bed wenches, and niggas, when you saw that problem, there's no reason for Talib to say that. You need to handle your own. You need to handle your own family business.
I don't mean to cut you off, brother. I'm glad you mentioned that part.
Yeah.
Also, too, when pro-black Muslims stop selling each other dope and stop killing each other because one don't like one because he's a Moorish American or he's a Nation of Islam or they're Nubian or they're Hebrew Israelite, and they feel like they got to put a cap in one another over these different ideologies or stab one another with a knife, or like they call in the penitentiary a shank, because they coming from these different concepts, then I won't have no reason to speak on nothing like that.
Right.
Go ahead, brother. Finish it off. I'm done.
Yeah, I'll play a video. And that's all this one brother called me was nigga. And he's on your platform. That's all he called me. Was nigga all through the whole video. This nigga, this nigga. This nigga need to be dead, this nigga. But then he's on your platform and you accept that behavior. It's hypocrisy. It's hypocrisy.
Somebody else could use that word, but another person can't use it. That's another
yeah,
thing.
Yeah. Your buddies can use the word, but other people can't use it. See, strings attached. See what I'm talking about? You got these laws and this criteria. You emotional, you easily offended. That's what I mean. There's no need to debate nobody under the rules of debate or anything because you're still too emotional. I can feel it. And plus, what am I debating to? I'm debating belief. You believe you're African. Now, I don't care what you say, because you can say that because of DNA. See, that's a belief system. It's not religion, but it's still a belief system. You believe that you're African going by the DNA that has been proven that it cannot determine that. They have shown that it cannot determine that. You go to these DNA companies, if you go to 5 different DNA companies, you're going to get 5 different results. That's not science. That's quackery. But see, they want to believe this, so believe whatever you want to. I'm not going to come and debate you over belief. That's what you believe in. I don't argue with people and debate you over your belief, because when it's all said and done, when the dust settles, you're going to believe it regardless. It don't make no difference what I say, no matter what I show. It don't make no difference. Just like if you're a Christian, they're going to stay Christians. If they're a Muslim, that's what they're going to stay. So what is that to debate? But I will tell you this. I get along with everybody, anybody. Look, I'm going to say this, I'm going to be out of here. I was in the crazy house. Do you understand? I was in the crazy house. And I got along with people who's supposed to be crazy better than these people that's supposed to have their sanity. How is that possible? I got along with murderers. I got along with pedophiles. I got along with rapists, gang members. I got along with all this riffraff. And here these people supposed to be holy and righteous and pro-black. They judge people. Can't get along with them. Matter of fact, I was in the crazy house for 10 years. I've never been threatened to be beat up the way I have with these people. It's all right for your pro-black guy to go around threatening people. I'll kill, we need to kill that person and do this and blah, blah, blah. That's pro-blackness. And that's on your platform. So apparently you must accept that type of behavior, and you accept that type of ideology of calling people niggas.
See, I wanted to say a whole lot of stuff, but you asked me not to say nothing. But it was some things I really wanted to say why that individual was speaking, but because out of respect for you, since you asked me not to say nothing, I did.
Well, see, this is,
you know what?
Let me say this to Lil real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
You might, because it don't make any sense, because we might as well debate him.
Right.
Set up the debate. He wants to debate you. They don't want to debate me. They want to talk to you. So let's set up the debate. Otherwise, we don't need to talk at all.
That's the whole point.
Yeah.
That's the whole point.
Yeah.
Why do we even need to talk?
Yeah.
Because they know, and like I told him directly in a text, that in the comment, like I told him in the comment section, you understand? What's the, you know, this is not what I'm about. So what, like he said in his own words, what's the use in us even talking on both of these platforms, period? We might as well not even communicate between these two platforms.
We didn't go to there. They came to my channel. I didn't go to their channel. I didn't make no comment on nobody's channel. They came to my channel upset about it. They didn't even come to your channel.
Right.
They came to my channel with comments. But this is the thing I want to say, and we're gonna be out of here. It don't make any sense. I'm able to get along with rapists and murderers and crazy folks, and these people not supposed to be like that, supposed to be holy and righteous. They get upset because you don't believe what they're talking about. And see, I can listen to voice language. I mean, if you listen to Brother Bakari's voice language, I'm an African. I mean, the way he talked that, see that emotion? I'm not into that emotional stuff.
Exactly.
See, I'm not into that emotional stuff.
And when he was speaking, when you allowed him to speak today, that's what I was hearing.
Emotion.
Exactly. And this is the reason why I'm going to tell you this, and we both on the same platform together, but brother,
yeah,
I can't see how you even keep wasting your time with these idiots. But hey, that ain't got nothing to do with me, like you said. That ain't got nothing to do with me. But you know, I'm just saying. You know.
Right. You know, it's because you really would like this, but the reality is it's not going to happen because they are in their own Wizard of Oz land.
Right, exactly.
You can't tell them nothing. You heard him about the science. That's what you believe. The same science that you talk about is science. There's always somebody who can debunk that. They have a different alternative.
Exactly.
That's what you believe.
Mm-hmm.
You can believe whatever you want. To really prove it is a whole different ball game.
Exactly.
I was locked up with people that believe whatever. You can believe whatever the hell you want to, but that's not what you are. You can claim anything that you want to. And the pro-black community have not done a damn thing.
And when you told
in the long scheme of things.
When you told them that dude died, made all them crazy comments and called me all out of my name.
Yeah.
He didn't have no response for that.
No.
You see what I'm saying? So it's all right.
Yeah.
It's all right for them to call me even other things other than the N-word out my name, but it ain't okay for me to call pro-black niggas.
Right.
Man, miss me with that.
Called Sister Nova. God called Sister Nova a mammy. And some other stuff. And these people are on his platform and it's acceptable.
Right.
No, you need to talk to them niggas on your channel.
Right, exactly.
We're not the problem. I've never called them a nigga.
Right.
I'm going to talk about that ideology. That's not you as a person. That's something that you bought. You don't own pro-black. And you don't even really know what it is. That's your definition. Everybody got their own definition of what that's supposed to be. You don't own it.
Right.
But these niggas run around threatening people.
When he said that I was when he talked about me how I referred to pro-black as the N-word,
yeah.
And then he said that's what I'm calling myself as well. And when he used his own twist of understanding about it, you know, that's why I seen the emotions kicking in.
Yeah.
That's when I said, oh man, it wouldn't even make no use of sense to even debate him anyway.
No, they
exactly.
Too emotional over stuff.
Exactly. So what it basically it's just a waste of time.
Yeah, it's a waste of time. I don't bother them. I do my thing over here. I did not make, when I come to your channel, I don't talk about your belief or nothing. I say hi and bye. That's what I do.
Right.
I just show you the greetings, and basically I say hi and I'm out. You want to come to my channel and tell me about what's something that somebody else did, why don't you go to his channel?
Right, they didn't even come to my channel.
Go to his channel. What you on my channel for?
I didn't understand. Why you ain't come straight to my channel? You know my channel.
Yeah.
Why you ain't come to my channel and address it then? Since it's that serious, you see what I'm saying? So my thing is this. I ain't got, you know, that's why I told him in that text, when I told him straight up, hey look, miss me with that, point blank.
Yeah.
We ain't never got to say a damn thing to each other.
Right.
And like you said, you don't respect nobody that don't talk to you. I don't respect you either. But we could keep pushing in our own separate ways. And like I told him in the text, you understand, since he wanted to get technical like that with it, I always thought he was he straddled the fence anyway. Yeah. When he claimed he a peacemaker and all that. He ain't nothing but a straddle fence type dude, you know. So I don't even want to deal with nobody like that anyway.
You got somebody that stole an idea from our platform to cause confusion and division and madness, And they supported that.
Right.
They supported it. And they know it's wrong. They told me out of their own mouths that it was wrong.
Right.
And didn't try to correct nothing. And it's still doing the same thing right now. Debate you for what? You're going to keep doing the same thing that you're doing now. You want to build a little tiny business, and you still want to be a loser. All that stuff that you talk about, he said, what do dark-skinned descendants of slaves accomplish? A dark-skinned descendant of slaves is a pro-black person.
Right.
You are a descendant of a slave, right? You black, you got melanin, you the same thing. It ain't nothing different.
Homosexual, whether they atheists,
right? Don't make no difference.
Whether they don't feed crackhead, heroin addicts, weed heads, you understand, gangsters.
You ever heard of ADOS? You ever heard of ADOS? American Descendants of Slaves. It's the same thing.
It all fits in that same realm when you want to go to talking about pro-black and all this other stuff.
No, see, pro-black comes with a behavior. These guys have a certain sick, vile, disgusting, nasty, arrogant behavior.
Right.
And you're going to bring that to me. You think that you're going to pump me out. You want to try to force me. No, I'm going to talk about the hell, because people need to stay the hell away from you. You're no good to the community. You're incompetent. You don't know what the hell that you're doing. I'm staying on that. The little accomplishments that you talk about don't fill up a fruit cup. Don't mean nothing.
Exactly.
It don't mean nothing. Selling t-shirts, the little corny businesses, little stuff like that. I'm trying to get the hell out of Babylon. Real fast. You want to sit in here and simmer in hell. You could do that if you think, because you think you got all the time in the world. I don't want to be an African. You're not going to force me to be that.
And when he went to retorting about how I kept saying, when he kept putting emphasis on, when I said, if the shoe don't fit, then wear it. If the shoe fit, then wear it. Then damn, I mean, he was obviously still trying to personalize what I was saying.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you personalizing what I'm saying, you obviously feel offended. and obviously, I must have.
And that's what I tell people all the time.
Well, damn your feelings.
If the shoe don't fit, you don't have to worry. Like when I talk to some of these Caucasian people or whatever, I said, look, if the shoe don't fit, you don't have to worry. But apparently, the shoe must fit very, very well for you to keep being upset, or you support that type of behavior, because your boys do it. Your boys call themselves niggas and call other people niggas. Right.
Oh, he didn't. When I text him back with the comment he made under the video that I made, you understand, about how he disrespected that sister.
Yeah.
That was on the platform by continuously cutting him off when him and his boys, like God, kept cutting off and different stuff. Wasn't that disrespectful?
Yeah. Look, see, this is the bottom line. This is the bottom line. The truth of the matter is, and they don't want me to keep bringing it up. The truth of the matter is, that mentality, that mindset is a road to nowhere. Y'all hear me? It's a road to nowhere. It has gone nowhere in the past, and it's not going nowhere in the future. It's a bunch of feel-good fantasy rhetoric stuff. What I'm gonna do, what we could do, we need to do, but they can't do. And they can't do because they ostracize their own damn people. Talk about, I'm pro-black, I'm for all the people. Maybe you are, but your boys ain't. They're not with that.
Right. And tell me anywhere in the history of our sojourn as slaves in America going on almost 500 years, what has debating among the so-called intellectual black conscious done to get us about this damn situation?
Mm-hmm.
tell me, when ever in history when has debate we done?
Nothing.
To get us up out of this situation.
Nothing.
I'm waiting to hear back from him. Matter of fact, I wish he'd come back here right now on air.
Debate
and answer that question.
Debate does not mean anything.
Right, exactly.
If you don't respect nobody.
Right, exactly.
I'm speaking about your ideology. I'm not talking about you as a person. That's something that you were sold. Well, I believe that. That's your problem.
Right.
I don't care what you believe. I have a right to speak about pro-black or Christianity or more or whatever. That's not part of you. What you got, when you was born, you had pro-black written on the back of your ass or something? That's something that you was sold.
That's just like me calling somebody a homo, talking about people being homosexuals. If you're not a homo, then if that shoe don't fit, if your feet don't fit that shoe, then why the hell is you worried about me talking about homosexual?
Right. That don't bother me. They can call me gay. They can call me Jay. They can call me Ray. They can call me homie. They can call me whatever they want. That stuff don't bother me at all.
Exactly. So what is the point?
Yeah,
just coming on here. You just coming. You allowed him to come in
to express his emotions because they're emotional.
Exactly. And that's just what
that's the point I want to prove. Emotion. Yeah, that's what I want to prove. How emotional these people get.
You just allowed him to come. You just allowed him to come on here
to cry. To cry.
what was to be expected, and that's all that was.
To cry.
Exactly.
Why are you talking?
That's why I stood back in the cut most of the time and just listen.
And let the people see it.
Yeah.
Just come on here and cry. Why you talking? Why you call me a pro-black nigga? Why you talking about? No,
he ain't said one word about that fact that he was no longer going to allow them guys to say anything out of the way about us on this platform and not correct them.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Not one time did I hear him come out his mouth and say anything like that.
No, he's not going to. And he hasn't.
So like you said, he said, I'm going to take his own words out of his mouth when he said, what's the use in us even talking then?
Right. Because you want to stand with those who are wrong. And we don't do that here.
Right.
You want to stand with those who are incorrect, those with severe personality disorders.
Right.
Running around here calling everybody niggas. But yet and still, you don't expect people to fight back. You don't expect a response. You're going to get a response from me. Y'all a bunch of fake ass pro-black identity extremists. And believe me, if I ever see you make a move and do something wacky, I will report all of your happy ass to the FBI, CIA, or any government, and I'll be happy to see your. Yeah, woo! They make me want to cuss.
This is brother Taalik, aka Eric Bell.
Yeah.
And I approve of that message.
Yeah, the hell with them.
And you could call me a stool pigeon, by the way, too. Yeah. Because if I hear you saying anything slippery out your mouth, you understand that the government could prosecute your ass for.
Yeah.
I would say something.
I damn sure will.
To my damn self.
Right.
Yeah. So, hey.
Fake.
Call me what you want to call me.
Fake ass pro-black.
I'll be your FBI informant snitch.
That's right.
I'll be all that. Yeah.
Fake, because
you want to play that game?
Yeah.
I'll be that. Yeah. Whatever.
You expect somebody, you're gonna call somebody, threaten people, and run your damn mouth to folks, and then you expect somebody that's supposed to skin and grin you. You're gonna steal my idea. I have not received an apology from no damn body.
Right, exactly.
Here you are, I allow this man to come on my platform, and he sit back and support the guy that did that to me.
Right.
No apology, no nothing. I'm supposed to just say, oh, let bygones be bygones, and I'm supposed to skin and grin in your face. Y'all got me messed up.
He started complaining about what we saying, but he ain't using the same amount of energy to equally complain about all the negative stuff that they've said disrespectfully.
Right, absolutely. See, it's hypocrisy, contradiction, confusion. That's why you need to stay the hell away from all that pro-black stuff. I know some of it might sound good, but it's poison.
Right.
It's nothing but white supremacy and blackface. That's all it is. They a bunch of racist wannabes. If them guys came into power today, you would not be no better off. Matter of fact, a lot of us would be dead. They are no different than the racists are. They don't love nobody. You are African. And matter of fact, the whole 40 to 70 million, they're not into that. Everybody thinks differently and looking at things a whole different way. You the African. If you want to be a damn turd, that's your business.
Right.
You know, if you want to be a bowl of piss, that's your business. You're not gonna force that on me. And the people not gonna sit around and let you force your garbage on them.
And that's why when he was on air, you heard it yourself. That's why when he was still on air, like I said, while he was still live here on air, when you allowed him to have his say, dang, no matter how mad people get or how offended they get, that's not gonna stop me from saying what I got to say from this platform. So I did. So he was live on air when I said that. He could have came directly to me and rebutted that all he wanted to. He had his opportunity right there. So, hey, you heard me, right?
Those pro-blacks, look, they flagging our channels.
Ain't nothing, like I said, ain't nothing punctified about me. But I just don't get caught up into that debate.
No.
I'm not with that.
I'm not gonna sit back and try to debate somebody that's emotional like that. I can't do it. I mean, just talking here, because see, in a debate, I'm gonna bring it to your ass. I'm gonna bring that fire.
Right.
And it don't take. See, these guys are so emotional. I'm going to bring it out. He's holding on, just talking here.
And even if you come to my channel and rebut what I say, you know what? I'm not gonna even trip it. You could even say insulting things to me on my channel, and I'm gonna make that known, and I'm not gonna respond to it because I know it's a bunch of emotional stupidity.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Just like you allowed him to come and get his you know what I'm saying, anger out or whatever, you know what I'm saying. That's all it was.
That's all it was. Let him come on here and cry. I ain't never heard. I'm like, damn, this guy is whimpering.
Right. Exactly.
Now to him, he don't see that he's whimpering. He don't see that he's crying. To him.
Right. Exactly. Nah.
But I'm shaking my head like, damn, really? But anyway, we got to get out of here.
Because we got Sister Noble coming on.
Yeah, we're gonna come back in a half an hour or so. And Brother Gary said he wants to come too. So.
Oh yes, sir.
So we're gonna spend some time there. But anyway, like I said,
call me when you get ready to get on.
Yeah, I will. All right. With that said, y'all, we are at 5,000, and in about a half an hour, maybe 45 minutes, we'll be back on the air and then talk a little bit some more. I hope somebody else do all the talking. I'm talked out. I'm tired. The crying and the tears. He said, "Hey, he said, what if I said made mockery because I said dark-skinned descendants of slaves? Like, who cares?
Like, really?
Like, how is that supposed to bother me? That don't bother me none. That's what we are. That's what Yvette Cornell, and that's what a lot of people say. They say descendants of slaves, American descendants of slaves, or descendants of slaves. The only thing I did was put an adjective on there to describe who I'm talking about. I'm talking about the dark skin or the melanated one. That's all I'm saying.
Right, exactly.
But that's too simple and goes over the head of some folks because they're trying to find something. They're trying to find something wrong with you, and they just grasping at straws, and that's all well and good.
They trying to get me. What they trying to do, brother, is they trying to get me to respond to their stupidity.
Yeah.
And they mad because that, like when he said certain things, he said, like you had him live here on air.
Yeah.
Obviously, he seen I wasn't responding, so you know that's where you saw the anger come out at. It was what it was, you know.
Always.
We allowed him to expose his own self. We didn't expose him.
Yeah.
They constantly keep exposing themselves.
Yeah.
So,
because they
I'll leave it out there for those in social land,
yeah,
social media land to judge for themselves.
That pro-black stuff is going nowhere. It's fantasy, it's fiction, it's a bunch of malarkey, as they would say, like Judge Judy would say, that's malarkey.
Exactly.
Myself and Taalik, we already done that. Been there, done that. There ain't nothing they talking about. I already know about it. Been there, done that. You know, whatever. Anyway, we out of here. Catch y'all on the flip in about half an hour or so. And we already 5,000. Peace.
Are we off? We off air?
Getting ready to go now.